Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another segment of Asaph Cafe. I am your host, Asaph Adonai. We're in our Lawrence Welk set with our bubbles floating around, and our affectionate rocker Emmett's not here today, so he can't pop the bubbles. But we have on my immediate left our hostess, and this is going to be she and I today, Patty Reed. Make yourself at home, Patty. Be comfortable. And our mascot, Pee Wee.
Pee Wee, come over here. You gotta move. I know you want to take a nap. You gotta move. Yes, that's how it works.
So just sit back, Patty, and relax and have fun.
And I brought my guests to help you with the guest situation.
Yeah, our guests today are
Pee Wee,
these
come
teddy
here,
bears, which is good because, see, I collect stuffed animals anyway, as you know. So on our guest today, we have stuffed animals. And, you know, let's open the show with the teddy bear picnic first before we do the other song.
I brought some veteran bears for the veterans. And of course, moms, you notice somehow the babies here are a little bit bigger than the moms. That's what happens to us moms sometimes.
You know, we should turn that down until we get ready to use that so I can just focus on talking to you. And we got spaghetti dinner today, thanks to the Missoula Senior Center. So make yourself and just eat all that because, like I mentioned, I have 2 of those, so you might as well just enjoy yourself and feed the little doggy here. Let's play a song for her real quick.
Put it. I don't care. Behave. Stay. Pee Wee. Get up. Stop. Because you hurt me. Over here.
How much is that doggy in the window?
Right now,
So,
the doggy's disobeying, so
that's
not
okay.
worth about a nickel.
Well, do you have any treats you can give her or anything like that?
Well, I was giving her some bread. I have a treat, but I forgot it in the car. So.
Oh, okay. Well, this show is just going to be kind of a plain old simple show today, just you and I, because Linda's not here today. Emmett, our aging rocker, is not here today.
Well, he gets excited over sci-fi, don't he?
Yeah, I know.
Wow,
And let's see, our other Teresa's not here today, and other guests. So it's just you and I going to be hanging out here at the cafe today.
I'm still a rocker. I do not need to be Emmett. I am still a rocker. I'm proud of me. So far on my diet, I've lost 80 pounds. So I'm almost to my goal.
How much are you trying to lose?
My goal weight is 135.
That's how much you're trying to lose?
That's how much I gotta get. That's my goal weight to get to. So I still have about 50 more pounds to go. But it does feel weird and nice, because all the pants and shirts I haven't been able to wear, they fit me now. And now my other clothes don't fit me. So there's a reversal a little bit. Reverse psychology.
This song, don't you?
You must remember this.
Time goes by.
A kiss is just a kiss. I don't know all the words though. But they have a sitcom on PBS that comes on Saturday.
Oh, that's an English sitcom. Right?
Yeah, as time goes by. There are a couple that are just tolerating each other at the age.
Yeah, I've seen that show.
The funny part, though, is the lady that plays on that, she's also the new agent on 007 movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know her name in real life?
No, you stumped me on that one. I'm better at knowing the name of musicians and singers.
Okay. Well, we just lost a musician just the other day from Three Dog Night.
Oh.
Corey, what's his name? Corey Wells, I believe was his name.
One of the
Corey
musicians
Hall?
in the band, huh?
Yeah,
Wow.
I think there's one surviving member left of the original Three Dog Night. Let's see if I can figure it out. See, hold on.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog. And I love to drink his wine, 'cause he always had some mighty fine wine.
Something like that.
Joy to the fishes of the deep blue sea.
Something like that.
Joy to you and me.
I've never actually played that before, but it's something like that anyway. I'm gonna point this mic more in your direction.
Now,
too.
although Asaph probably isn't going to dress up on the next Thursday one,
Probably
I'm
not.
going to dress up as a beautiful redhead rich witch.
Wow.
It's going to be a totally red outfit, and I've got the mask and everything, so I don't have to put a lot of makeup
Well,
on.
you know, I don't have a problem with dressing up. That's not the thing that makes me
Right,
uncomfortable with
right.
Halloween. It's the history of it, and I just rather not get into that.
Well,
political
yeah,
side,
a lot of
but-
people back then had a whole different concept than they do now. Me, I like Halloween because it lets you be anybody but yourself, and I got to take advantage of that. I do.
Well, that's fine. You can if you want to dress up next week, that's fine. Oh, all right. What are you getting me for my birthday Monday? No, I'm playing.
He's getting a teddy bear.
No, I've got
and a
so
goodie
many-
bag.
Actually, I have so many teddy bears now. I've got a. You've seen my place. I
You
collect
don't have a
this
goodie
stuff.
bag. Aha.
Well, maybe not a goodie bag of bears, but I've been getting some more goodies for the family lately, and I like these.
I know I can get you an Elton John costume.
No, I'm just kidding.
He can go as Elton John, the 20th century.
Nah. Well,
the,
you
the husband part, well, we're not, we're not
yeah,
going there.
No, I'm not getting married.
Not
No,
going there.
thank you.
Can't do that. Can't go for that.
You just gave me an idea.
Elton John.
No, not Elton John. See if you know this.
Right.
See if you know this one. Hold on.
I was going to give you a bit of real estate trivia about Elton. Oh, I know this song. Maneater, all in oats. Oh, here I come.
Not yet.
To get it for you. Woman is wild, she can build a phone to back you up. Matter what matter. Let that beast down and the beast is in her heart.
Something like that.
Oh, here I
And here it
come.
comes.
Watch out, boy, I cheer you up. Oh, here I come. I'm a man eater.
Ah, let me try it again. I've never done
I'm
that
faster
before. Let
than
me try
you.
it again. Hold on.
Usually you're faster than me.
Let me try it again.
Oh, here I come. Watch out, boy, I chew you up. Oh, here I come. I'm a man eater. Oh, here I come. Watch out, boy, I chew you up. Oh, here I come. I'm a man eater.
Now, just do verse 2 of that song.
I don't remember the verses, right? What you want, you get it for free. The woman is wild, she can tell what quote that you are. You picked a difficult one.
I know.
He's trying to be the whole band. That's where it's happening. All that you are, doesn't matter. Ready for you, and the beast is in her heart. Oh, here I come. Oh, here I come. Watch out, boy, I chew you up. Oh, here I come. I'm a man eater. Oh, here I come. I'm a man eater. Ooh, the woman's wild. Oh, here I come. I'm a man eater. Watch out, boy. Watch out, boy.
Yeah, I just trying to pick that out of the spur of the moment. I've never actually done that Man-Eater song. Now, if I could sing like Daryl Hall, I wouldn't have to take piano lessons, you know?
Well, he's trying right now to do a little sitcom of his own.
Well, he'll probably be very good at it. He was everything.
Well,
he's
it's kind of it's cool, but it's corny, and they're doing the band music stuff in his garage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Here's another song.
But the trivia I was going to give you on real estate was, it was announced on the radio this morning that Elton John has spent $33 million to live in California that's sinking. He's got like 3 acres, and it's this huge mansion where there's three maids and butler quarters, and there's like 8 rooms in there, you know. I'm like going, wow, how many rooms does one guy need?
There's really no melody in this song, just that part. That's called Drive Your Funky Soul by the Godfather of Soul, James Brown. But there's no melody.
Oh, we feel good.
There's no melody. It's just got that rhythmic part there that keeps doing that over and over.
But is that moment we feel good? Do you feel good out there? Happy Halloween. I hope you feel good.
I saw him in real life once.
Did you?
Yeah, I saw him.
Was he dancing while he talked to you?
Well, he was talking to me, obviously, but it was impressive. You remember when he used to slide across the stage on one foot?
I always thought it would be cool if him and Elvis got together and did a song. Because they'd be doing the hips and the they shaking.
Well, you know, he did do a song with Luciano Pavarotti, the opera singer.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. I saw it.
Wow.
It was one of Pavarotti's last performances.
That must have been interesting.
And they did It's a Man's World.
Wow.
How it goes something like this.
There's a guy that just started coming to West Side Lanes, and he sings that song only. That's the only song he sings. And he's really good. And he doesn't match his voice.
Something like...
It's a man's world, and it wouldn't be nothing without us women. Yeah, it's a man's world.
Something like that.
Yeah, I'm just going on what that guy sings like. He's
something
really
like
good. This guy doesn't miss a note. He sang that song so many times. You close your eyes, you swear it's James Brown, but it's actually another Indian.
Well, anyway, the music of James Brown, those aren't really piano songs. I'm just picking those out.
Do you have a veteran song for our veteran teddy bears? Knew that you would now. You're so good, so good. You got me, ooh, 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 yeah. It's hard to sing and eat. That's why they always say, don't eat when you're singing. So good, so good. They got us, do, 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 do.
Something like that. And I also have my Hostess, so, got it all.
Yeah, this is the month when you can celebrate how you want and bring out all those different personalities with each costume. If you like scaring people, do it. If you like being pretty, do it. If you like being happy, yeah. Hey, I got a joke for you I made up about the singer Pharrell that says "Be happy." You know how his mom came up with the idea to name him Pharrell?
How's that?
Well, the whole time, she's pregnant, she kept saying, I can't be pregnant. I can't be pregnant. I can't be. But the 9th month came along when she went into labor pain, she still was going, this is really happening? This is for real, huh? This is for real. This is really happening. And then when she delivered him, she goes, okay, nurse, that's it. Yeah, just name my son for real, because this is for really happened. His first name's For, his middle name can be Real, and that's it. It's for real. It really happened.
For real. Well, I tell you,
and she was happy, so that's why he came up with that.
Well, he's quite the singer, that young man.
Oh yeah, she was happy that he came up with the song, and happy that she wasn't carrying him no more. She was really happy about that.
He's one of the judges on that Voice, isn't he?
Yeah, and the thing is, he's so spiritual and calm, and it's like a kind of thorn in the side for Blake and Adam, because they're
I've
like,
seen
woo!
that show a few times.
Oh,
Well, let's say hi to Pharrell. Hi, Pharrell. If you
Hi,
ever see this,
If you
and
hear
all
me
the gang
singing,
on the
please
Voice
pick
there.
me. But
Can you imagine what it'd be like to take singing lessons from him? Probably be an excellent coach if you're a singer. I'm no singer, but I just would imagine.
well, I mean, if I accomplished my goal, if I could get the janitors there and the crew to just loosen the seats a little bit, and I'll sing "Don't Stop Believin' My Journey." So then, when they get excited, when their backs are turned to me, because I can sing in the backs of chairs. So when they get so excited about, oh, I gotta have this person on my team, and they press the button to spin them around real tight, and they spin out across the stage, and then I get the tablet to say, first time in Voice history, female contestant gets all 3 judges to spin out across the stage for her. They'll all want me, and I win. Because I will be in the tabloids forever, making history forever in tabloids. Because no matter how far you go, once you hit the front page of the newspaper, you're always remembered.
Hill Street Blues.
Oh, that's law.
Yes.
The law. Which is a 3-letter word, don't forget.
It's such a cool song, I think.
If a lot of judges caught on to how that they could actually make more money, because I mean, if they modeled after Judge Judy, I think should be given a choice. Either you're going to be a daytime actress, or you're going to be a county judge, because she's not making the right budget money on unemployment as judges do. And I would have thought the first year that all the judges across America going, we're on strike. We want the same wages as Judge Judy. We don't care that she's German and that she's firm and knows what she's doing. But we still need the same union of pay.
Well, Judge Judy, if you talk about her career, this is a lady that spent her entire life serving the public and doing justice. And I've seen early clips of her, before she became Judge Judy as we know her today.
Yeah, right.
When she worked the family court stuff.
She'd do her promos.
And she was quite good then. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah. Well, that's why Judge Wapner, he quit being a TV show judge, because a few people in the audience are going, okay, now I work in law on this, and I've never seen a county judge make as much money as you doing that show. It confuses us. Because they actually have a channel out there called Court TV, which, to me, law is not glamorous. And when you look at certain shows like 2020, they interviewed a lot of attorneys, and they asked them which law shows out there match what you do, and they couldn't come up with very many. They said, really? Judging Amy is too simple. It's not like that, family law.
I remember Judging Amy. I used to watch that show.
Right, and but the fun part of Judging Amy was they had one episode where her mom, of course, was the one that played on Cagney and Lacey.
Yeah, I remember
and so she had to talk to her daughter about how they were modifying and going to prove protection for the social workers. And in New York, what they came up with is handing them all bulletproof vests when they go into certain, neighborhoods.
Yeah, I remember that's right. Tyne Daly was on that show.
Mm-hmm.
Judging Amy, right? What's the name of the series?
Cagney and Lacey.
No, not Cagney and Lacey.
But Judging Amy, yeah, she played the mother.
That's when Tyne Daly was.
And she was.
You know how I first got hooked on Tyne Daly? I saw her in that Clint Eastwood movie, the Dirty Harry movie, when she was a young woman.
Oh, she was in that? I don't remember seeing her.
Yeah, remember she wanted to be an inspector? She was very young. She's probably just starting out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I remember watching
well,
Dirty
they had
Harry.
They had a scene where, Clint Eastwood's character is from the old school.
Right.
They think you should work the beat before you become an inspector. And Tyne Daly gets in there and just becomes an inspector right away. And they
Oh, yeah, she's an enforcer.
They thought it was a woman's
idea.
thing, just equality. And Dirty Harry was like anti-woman anyway.
Make my day.
Yeah. And so Tyne Daly, really young, and she was hot. You should see. I've got that.
I'll have to see that
this
scene.
Dirty Harry movie with a young Tyne Daly, and that's when I first got hooked on her. I saw that woman, I was like, holy cow, where'd they get that lady from?
Well, the movie of Dirty Harry inspired Colorado to make a private law, which was called. It was actually for the whole day, and they turned it into a law called Make My Day Law.
No, but really, Tyne Daly was very good in that film, and of course she dies at the end of the movie, which was sad.
And is resurrected through other things like Cagney and Lacey.
So and then she did Cagney and Lacey, and I liked her in that too, in that series.
She's pretty good.
Of course, Judging Amy, I liked her.
Both the actresses had good chemistry, so that's why it worked.
Well, I've been a Tyne Daly fan for years, so we said we were talking about Tyne Daly, but I've always thought that lady was very attractive. And also, she was in the what's that? I don't want to call it a Bible movie, but it's Christie. Something about the world of Christie or something like that. The girl that's from the past that goes to the mountains where the poor people live, and Christie's teaching those kids. And Tyne Daly
Was
is
it a
in that
Muslim?
film. No. It's not really a
Or
Bible
Hindu,
movie.
or?
It's not any. It's just one of those wholesome family movies where,
Oh, okay.
like a Hallmark movie or Disney movie or something, where Christy goes to the mountains. She's a city girl. She goes to the mountains to try to teach the mountain kids and stuff. Tyne Daly's in that film. And
Not trying to get back to Colorado, but it was really cool when they made that law, because now all the police officers actually can take longer at the donut shops drinking coffee and eating donuts, because the citizens, the rate of burglaries, rapists and stuff went down immensely, because all the citizens were gung-ho about taking care of things without having to call 911. So it was really cool. One lady caught a guy who was a burglar / peeping Tom, and so she helped him go to the police station. And then another woman took care of her own rapist that had broken in her house. So it was really good. It was awesome. There was people action.
So that's just a movie you're talking about?
No, actually Colorado's citizens were loving the fact that the Senate there turned Make My Day law.
Okay,
And
I
so,
guess I
yeah.
wasn't
So
familiar
that's
with
when you encourage you to do self-defense on a good rebellious moment. It was faster and quicker. Yeah. And it saved them lots of judicial money, ironically, too, because the officers could take longer lunch breaks and longer donut breaks and whatever else they wanted to do. So they never forgot to finish a cup of joe. They could actually sit there and say, "Oh, the citizens are taking care of them. I'm going to finish my cup of joe."
Isn't that pretty? Chopsticks.
I know that song.
I saw Liberace's version of Chopsticks just last night on YouTube. He was on the Merv Griffin show.
Oh, he did?
He was on the Merv Griffin show playing Chopsticks. I'd never seen that video before. And I
Usually
thought,
that's when you're doing lessons, learning how to play piano.
well, he started out like this, but he didn't end it that way.
Oh, he went totally...
Oh, he got all fancy around after a while. But it started out like this. Actually, yeah, Merv Griffin actually introduced them. You can see it on YouTube. Liberace on the Merv Griffin show. And Merv Griffin says, "Ladies and gentlemen, Liberace will play Chopsticks." And he actually sat down and went at the beginning.
I did see him doing that at the beginning of his lessons and stuff.
No, on the show, the Merv Griffin show, he did that.
Did he have all the rings? Was he
He
wearing
had a
all-
few rings, but not a lot. But it was kind of interesting to see him playing Chopsticks. So that was funny. I mean, he got all fancy and was doing all this fancy stuff with it.
He's got fast fingers.
Well, yeah, he does. I tell people I want to be Liberace when I grow up. That's what I want to do when I grow up.
And the race is on.
Yeah.
Start your fingers. that the Farina Cacio?
Yeah. How's that spaghetti tasting?
It's good.
Yeah, it was fresh when I brought it in, so whatever you don't eat, just take the rest home. And this pleases me that you're eating on camera anyway, so. Yeah.
It's good advertisement.
Well, I'm sure the Missoula Senior Center appreciate it. They're the ones that provide the food for the show, and it's really good food.
Well, you know, they're experienced. You know, the thing about elderly people, the women are very experienced cooks, and on the back roads of Montana, they actually, I can't remember the town in Montana that the gentleman was at, but they're called the Cake Ladies. It's two sisters. They're from a Russian family, and they're the last few of their family left, actually. And they don't ask for anything except a good hug and a thank you. And they make angel food cake all the time. They make two, in an hour. And they're handing them out for weddings and high school celebrations and sports celebrations, and they even gave a bunch to the minister and just all over. So that little itty bitty town has their icon, which is those two sisters, and one of them had a birthday, so of course her sister built her a cake, you know.
I see.
Yeah, and they've even decorated them up so that way. One was to a while back the school had a fire and it burnt down. So when they got the new school built, the older of the sisters built an angel food school cake.
Okay.
To celebrate building the new school. It was
that's neat. Angel food cake is very good, actually.
Oh yeah.
I like it. I like to dunk it. You know, it's kind of a driest taste.
It's got sponge.
Yeah, but when you dunk it, it's pretty good. It's not too sweet.
Oh, it was cute when they were filming them. The older sister, she's going, okay, now when you do the flour, you have to sift it a few times. You have to shake it, do it, and then grind it, and shake it again, and then it's ready for the mixture.
You know,
and you
so
separate
to
your
change the
egg
subject a
whites.
little bit. Yeah, last night I went to the store, right? And you know how they get those like 12 cases of sodas. I normally don't drink soda, but I noticed a flavor that I was curious about. And it was on sale for $1.25, right? And I thought, this is good.
Yeah.
So I go, I buy it, right? I get it home, and the reason it was $1.25 is because it was going to expire the next day.
Oh, well, you can go over to the
And
Dollar
I know there's
Tree.
nothing wrong with drinking it, but I don't
It's
drink
gonna go
soda often.
flat.
But if I do, if I drink a soda, I want to have it been like about at least a year in advance, you know.
Well,
that
you can
soda
go over
taste.
to the Dollar Tree, and they have 3 liter or 2.5 liters of Shasta in a bottle. So that's only for $1. So that's a good thing, and we don't have sales tax here, so that's really cool. And then I was watching, I think it was Family Guy. Well, they were making fun of Willy Wonka. and in this one, Willy Wonka was a different name, and he was making his own kind of beer. So Peter, who plays the dad, and their dog Brian sneak off. They're going, oh, there's a new kind of beer that lasts forever? Well, this is cool. So what they do is they sneak off and they start tasting and testing the new beer. And the irony is in the movie Willy Wonka, there's an episode where they're drinking this certain drink, and the grandpa and the grandson start floating up to the fan. Well, they did the same thing. So they had to start burping and farting to exhale themselves back down to ground level. So it's really comical. And then, of course, the guy looks like Gene Wilder. He goes, didn't I tell you? Didn't you read this line? Do not enter. You have contaminated my new beer. You just contaminated. Oh, that's okay. Here, I'll leave you a gift.
I guess I just haven't seen that. You know?
Oh yeah. So Peter leaves a gift, which is he farts. You know. They're going, that's not part of the tour.
I was trying to, this song here that I was doing, that little tango, that's not really a tango. I think that's on Tennessee Tuxedo. Do you remember that cartoon from the past? It's either Tennessee Tuxedo or Underdog, you know, when somebody's in peril.
Yeah, I remember Underdog. Wasn't Tennessee Tuxedo a tiger in a tuxedo?
Penguin.
Oh, penguin, okay. I think the tiger one I'm thinking about is Snaggletooth or something like that.
Snagglepuss.
Snagglepuss, that's right.
Yeah, I used to watch all those cartoons as a kid. I think I
too.
know every Hanna-Barbera cartoon out there in the world.
It's annoying now because we grew up where we're used to automatically from noon to from morning till like noon, maybe early afternoon. We were used to our Schoolhouse Rock and all of our cartoons and that. But
Yeah.
now you're lucky if you get cartoons without Cartoon Network on Saturday morning.
Yeah, I know. Speaking of
You get your
Schoolhouse
Fruit
Rock,
Loops. You can have your Fruit Loops and your tricks, and now of course since it's going to be Halloween, they got Blueberry and Count Chocula and Frankenstein strawberries and
here's the Schoolhouse Rock. You notice?
the figure eight. I used to watch them all. I have memorized. I like that one, and then I like the one that says "I'm just a Bill." and then Saturday Night Live was making fun of that skit.
I saw that.
Oh,
one.
that
yeah,
was
they
funny.
kept pushing that bill down. No, not again. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I
There
saw
goes that Bill.
Speaking of Saturday Night Live, Tracy Morgan made his return.
Yeah, I
Did
watched
you see
it.
that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I taped it. I thought that was so cool to see a restoration in a person's life. 'Cause that man almost died last year.
Yeah, he had a car accident.
Yeah, and now to see him on Saturday Night Live again, I just thought that was cool. And he was doing the same
He
old
was
stuff.
he was being cynical a little
He
bit.
was the same, yeah. And they did that Brian Fellows skit. I'm Brian Fellows.
I
I
kind of was hoping they would have done like a skit where he goes up to everybody going, well, what would you have done if I really had died? What would you have said at my eulogy or something like that? Because I thought that would be just hilarious. Putting everybody, the cast on the spot, to going, oh, how devoted are you to your cast members that work with you? Let's see how funny you are now, I just kind of thought that would be a funny little thing, Because then they could have done a scene where the car wreck happens, right? And they make him look like a ghost floating out, and he's trying to look at everybody as they try to put it together, a eulogy that's appropriate for him,
Yeah, I've got to work on that tango. I don't know what the name of that song is. I just know it's on Tennessee Tuxedo Underdog. Is all I know. I
Fernando
don't even
Sadaway,
know.
ole.
So anyway, let's interview a bear here for a moment. Listen, what is this bear's name here?
Well, actually, she's just Mama.
Mama Bear. That's Mama Bear.
That's
Huh?
Mama Bear, yeah.
Okay, and these bears here on the table.
This one's just, I'm dressed and ready to go country girl.
Country girl.
This is another Mama Bear.
Okay.
And then these are just like within themselves. They're just the natural bears. This one's a little bit more hairier, so this could be like almost transform into Werewolf Bear. Almost. And then we have GI veteran bears here that are hanging out around the plants because it makes them feel jungle in the spirit still. They like that nature, so there we go. And then we got Fancy Girl down there because she wants to go to the ball and she's really impatient and tired of waiting, but she'll be around till I'm ready to help her move somewhere else. And then we have, over here, we have Pajama Bear over there. And then we got another Mama Bear over there. And then we have Cowboy Bear right here with the blue nose. Yeah. And then this one here is kind of cool because this one here is, I'm going outside bear. He's got his little snow outfit on, and he's got a little hood to cover his ears in case they do get cold, which won't probably happen because when you're a bear, you have already your insulated underwear on and everything, so that works good.
Okay, so we can just say hi to the bears. Boy, time is flying, Patty. 40 minutes have already gone by.
And the
We're
paint
running
on
out of
them
time
helps them
here,
glow in
too.
the dark too. So like when you hold it up to the light for about 30 seconds, whatever color their eyebrows are and their noses are and stuff, you'll see that when you turn the lights out. So it's really nice. So like my children when I made the bears for them, they had a night light sleeping. It saved me an electric bill. So I just make sure I held them under the light for a few seconds, about 10, maybe 30 seconds at the most, and count to 30, and then afterwards I turn the light off and my kids could snuggle right up. I wouldn't have to leave the light on and get an electric bill. Good for me.
Another children's song. That's the snake song. So, wow, this has been fun just talking about nothing. This is I guess our Seinfeld show. Just talking about nothing but interviewing teddy bears.
Well, one of my friends knows I have a pretty good sized wallet, right? His favorite episode to throw at me is George Costanza's The Wallet. And he overcrams it, and then everything flies all over and falls into a mud puddle, and he's just going nuts on the corner because he can't catch his receipts and his cards and everything put back in there. Oh, Jerry Seinfeld and a couple other comedians said they are no longer going to do a show at colleges because it's too political. And I started laughing about that because there's a lot of college students that have political science. So if they want to go see the show and they're going to be an audience.
I can understand that if they want to avoid that and just do focus on comedy. I can understand that because that's what it's supposed to be, comedy.
Well, yeah, but you know that with political science and law students.
I know, but you know, students can get really rowdy and crazy too, so
yeah,
I can understand that.
That helps them practice for next day's class. How they would handle it with the celebrities, you know.
Mm-hmm.
See who's funnier and more cynical. I've been to college twice, but I've only accomplished 6 months each time. But it was very educational. I graduated into debt. So I learned how to count money and bills. I'm kind of glad I didn't stay at the dorms because it's a tight fit. It's very tight. You share it with another person and you got to use a hot plate and so it's really interesting to live in a dorm. For those of you that can do it and that are in college, God bless you, because it takes a lot.
Something like that. That's the pomp and circumstance.
Now you've graduated from the song.
Graduated from a song. Oh, goodness.
He went from a piano student to a studio, see? So he's graduated.
You know this song?
Yes. Oh, yeah. My little girl, or something like that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little fool.
My mom used to play the song. I've got a 3 cassette tape set of, maybe I should let you listen to it, of all the songs that are from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. So that would give you some more repertoire to learn. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I Was a Fool is the name of that song, Ricky Nelson. Yeah, I used to watch Ricky Nelson on TV when I was a little boy growing up on Ozzie and Harriet show. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, he's hot. He's
Yeah.
hot.
He was a very handsome young man. I've seen.
But you know who his sons are?
You talking about Ricky Nelson's son?
Yeah.
I didn't know he had children.
Oh yeah, he had a set of blondes called the Nelson Brothers, and they had a one-hit wonder.
I did not know that. I'm not familiar with Ricky Nelson's.
They had long blonde hair down here. You would have never recognized that they are related because Ricky doesn't let his hair hang down like that, and they did.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And they had that song, "Here She Comes, come down the highway. I can't live without your love and affection. I can't face another night on my own. Here in the now." Something like that.
I don't know that. I don't know that.
Yeah, it was a contemporary rock song that came out in the 80s. It was a big to-do. It was the same year when they caught Nelly Vanilli lip-syncing.
That's called Basin Street Blues.
Let me see what this song is. Maybe you can guess it.
It's been a while since I've done this song.
I don't know that song. I was gonna have you stop you, but I don't know that song, so I can't help it.
Oh, okay.
The DJ stumped us both. Awfully nice. I wore my American flag popper shirt. It's covered in Ben Franklin 50s. Oh, I'm sorry, $100 bills. I get Ben always screwed up with the other currency people. You know, when they were talking about putting Harriet Tubman on Andrew Jackson's bill,
Yeah, I heard about that.
I think that they have the historical part wrong because they weren't even in the same era. I think she should go actually on Abraham Lincoln's bill.
Well, I don't think they're going by the chronological time, it's just the importance of the person. I think that's what they're looking at, the importance of.
Oh, I was thinking about the comedy thing would be how many children that are in grade school taking American history in high school and that, they'd be going, wait a minute. Harriet Tubman was in a different era.
Yeah, I don't think they're going by
Jackson.
era. Just, well, I think it's about time they put a woman on some bill, don't you think?
I think they could actually make it look like, make it a two-faced bill, you know, have her and Abraham Lincoln on the same bill, the era, you know, and it'll still have value.
Did they say when that bill was going to come out with did they say that yet?
They're still working on it. I think they're in finals right now, and they might be shooting it for maybe next year.
That'd be cool.
But I think they're picking on the Irish doing it that way. I don't know if Andrew Jackson should have to scoot over. I think Abraham Lincoln could scoot over because I mean it worked for Julia Roberts and Lyle Lovitz for a little bit, you know, because that's why Julia Roberts married Lyle Lovitz. She goes, I just can't get over how Lyle looks like Abraham Lincoln. I just can't get over it, you know.
Do you know this song?
Yes, I do, but I don't know the words.
Finally stumped you. That's the Bonnie Banks of Loch Lomond.
Oh, Irish.
Yeah.
I've heard it, but I don't know.
Let me do it
it.
again. It's been a while since I did it. Hold on. The Bonnie Banks of Loch Lomond. That's the name of that. That song just came to mind, so I just thought I'd play it.
Well, you're the one wearing plaid today.
Yeah,
On your
actually,
sweater,
you
but
can't-
you have
yeah.
to look really close. But yeah,
Yeah, it's two ducks on there.
I'm
but
just
it's
I'm just wearing money. That's all.
well,
$100 bills.
nothing wrong with wearing $100. Have some $100 bills, but
If I could cash this shirt in for as many that's on here, I wouldn't have a problem with money at the moment.
yeah. So anyway, I guess that when we sign off here, I'm just gonna eat some of that spaghetti and I'll join you.
Sounds
One of
good.
the ladies at the senior center, they gave me some candles, some new candles.
Oh, cool.
So now I don't have to go spin it. You know how much these candles cost?
They're expensive. They're beeswax.
These are beeswax candles. Two
Sick.
of these candles alone was $20.
Oh, really?
Just for
Because
two.
I know that some of them are going for $6 a piece.
No. The two of these candles were $20, and then I needed a third one, so they gave me a little discount. Because
Where did you go?
oh, it was some candle store. Well, it's not really a candle store. It's like a little mom and pop store downtown. Because I didn't have time to go to an Albertsons at the time when I had to do this
Well,
performance.
next time
and I had to
go-
run in
go to
there and grab
Rocky
some
Mountains.
candles, and I didn't think anything about it. I thought they'd be kind of cheap, and it cost me quite a bit. So that's why I'm kind of sensitive about these candles, because they're very expensive.
Next time when you go to look for beeswax candles, go to Rock and Rudy's. It's right over by Hellgate High School.
Yeah, I know where it's at.
And
They
they're
sell candles there?
oh yeah, beeswax too, and
They're
lots of
$20
them.
for two, though, are they?
No, they're actually the ones like that are probably close to $7.
Okay, well, look, I don't have a problem with that. It's just that was a little steep, but I was in a bind. I was in a pinch.
Well,
I had
they-
a place
they-
somewhere, and I was downtown. I didn't have time to go
Right.
home and get to the store to get.
Well, beeswax
candles.
candles, they classify them as more of an eccentric, brand because they do burn better and they're more
I know it.
spiritual.
Well, I don't know about the spiritual part, but what's fun about these candles is like I've had it happen where it kind of bends a little bit, and I just slip it right up and it just holds again.
Mhm.
I like that.
Yeah,
So, and I have to admit, I've had these candles.
and they smoke a lot less too. These ones.
Yeah. Well, now that I've got those new candles, I'll probably just put these away and save them for a special event because they're so expensive.
Oh yeah, at Rock and Rudy's they actually go overboard. They have some of them they sculpt into different things. Like they made one with a bear with a honeybee on its nose, and then a beehive, and a lot of things have to do with bears. And then they also had the mold where it peels off, so they got all these little holes like a real beehive, and they had a bee on top of it. So it's pretty good how they do that. And they just add basically there's a separate mold of wax that's the dye. So when the candle wax, even if it's just regular wax, is still melted, what you do is you put the wick in the center there, and you melt down. You can melt down the color wax and pour it in. Then you make your own color anytime you want. Because if you go to what's it called? Not Hobby Lobby, but Treasure Hut. If you go to Treasure Hut, they actually have beeswax candle kits that you can buy.
There's a song called Tarantella from my old piano books, and I've forgotten how it goes. Let's try it again. Have you ever heard this song? Something like that.
I have, but I don't hear it very
Basically,
often.
the story about that, the little boy gets bit by a spider, and so the treatments couldn't help him, so his mom had him dance and sweat the poison out of his venom.
Oh, that's cool.
It's just a children's story.
There was a song that my music teacher had us listen to a long time ago, and it was by Michael Martin Murphey, and I've never heard it since then, or anybody else remake or anything. And it was basically, it was talking about this little boy that when he comes to this new school, he's used to using all the crayons in the box for everything. If he wants to make the sky purple, he'll make it purple. He wants to make the grass brown, he makes it brown. And the teacher he had was very stern with her colors. And she's going, no, you can't make the grass brown. That would mean it's dead grass. You have to make it green. You can pick a different shade of green, but it has to be green. Oh, no, you can't make the sky purple. You have to leave it blue, because purple would mean that it's going to storm or something, you know. So after a while, he started making all the flowers red and everything as the teacher said. And then he and his parents move again, and he gets a whole different art teacher that's open-minded like he used to be. And she's going, there are so many colors in the rainbow, so many colors in the shining sun, so many colors in a flower, and I see every little one. Now you try it. So eventually he goes, no, flowers are red, and green leaves are green, and that's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way it's to
Well,
be
you
seen.
know, they had on the world news just last night, they have a new character for Sesame Street.
Oh, really?
To the neighborhood. Yeah, this particular character has autism.
Oh.
And I think that's a great idea, because now when little children that struggle with autism can see this character on Sesame Street, they'll be able to relate to it.
Did you?
Yeah, it was on the world news. It's a brand new character that's moving to the Sesame neighborhood.
Well, they introduced another one too, and I thought it was a joke that my friend was telling me, you know, because it had the line for a joke. He said, "Did you know Kermit and Piggy got divorced?" I said, "No way."
Wow. They're not going to get divorced. I think that's just a publicity
Didn't they have
stunt,
like
you know.
figlets or poglets, you know, because if you have a pig and a frog get together, they're going to have poglets or figlets, right, for
Look,
children?
Miss Piggy and Kermit go together like bacon and eggs. They're not going to be split, though.
Bacon legs. But
Bacon and eggs, yeah. But anyway,
so
they'll get back.
they built a female that is similar to Miss Piggy, but a little bit different, and Kermit started cheating on Miss Piggy.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're just, you know, that's just a little stunt to make people watch it, but they'll get back together. Well, let's see. We're running out of time. It was fun just talking about nothing today. We're going to call this our Seinfeld show.
Okay, cool.
This show about nothing.
Yeah.
We're just shooting the shoot.
And I'm sorry, but we can't be like George or Kramer. Can't do it.
And on that note, let's sign off, because we're almost running out of time anyway.
Okay.
So
Time
thank
to
you,
check
ladies
the
and
meter.
gentlemen, for being part of Asaph Cafe. This is our Seinfeld edition, that I'm going to call it. A show about nothing. Patty and I just talked about nothing.
We're preparing you to dress up as you feel for Halloween.
Well, I don't know about
But
that,
don't go in nothing. You can't go as a nudist. In the cold, it's not good.
The thing that I think that was worth talking about is that character on Sesame Street with autism, and I hope that will encourage a lot of children that suffer with that as they do Sesame Street. And on that note, let me introduce our mascot Pee Wee here. She's been kind of just taking it easy on this segment here. Mommy's eating spaghetti, and I'm going to have some spaghetti when we sign off. So,
Hang on there.
one last final, not plug, but acknowledgement. I'm playing at the Wine and Beer Festival tomorrow at at the Adams Center.
Oh, you're gonna get a shot in between finger work.
Yeah. Well, I don't know
He's
about
gotta
that,
have a
but
shot.
well, I don't know about drinking, but that's a big gig. That's one of the best gigs I've had since I've been in.
Always remember, you
You
must
know.
smell the wine before you taste it.
Well, I'll be busy playing the piano. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being part of Asaph Cafe. I am Asaph Cafe with our mascot Pee Wee, our hostess Patty Reed. Our regular guests are not here
Mrs.
today.
Doubtfire with the pirate!
Speaking of Mrs. Doubtfire, real quick, I did a story on Sally Field the other day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and do you remember the Flying Nun?
Yeah?
Well, the young anchors that were on there had never heard of the Flying Nun.
Oh, really?
They're so young. They're not gonna know.
Oh, I have a quick thing to help you with that. Sally Field is famous not just for being a celebrity. Her great-great-great-grandfather, when the Pilgrims came over on the Mayflower, her great-great-grandfather was the mayor of Plymouth Rock.
Okay, I didn't know that. But anyway, getting back to Sally Field, the funniest thing about that Flying Nun, do you remember that scene when she was walking the dog and she started floating in the air and the dog was walking her?
Oh, yeah, that was comical.
That was very
They
comical.
used a big fan for that one.
Probably. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, until our next show, Maranatha.
Happy Halloween!
And I'm going to enjoy my birthday coming up Monday, so it'll be fun.
Well,
Actually, there's a reporter that's doing a story on me, so she's going to follow me
Are
around.
you going to
for
be
my
at your
birthday.
place, or where are you going to be?
Well, they've already started the interview, but she's going to follow me around. So Monday I'm supposed to be playing at that senior center, and I think she's going to come with that recorder and capture some of that.
Maybe I'll bring you by a peculiar gift.
Well, I don't know about that, but I'm looking forward to this birthday. I'll be 57.
Oh, I see you're too old for me.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, make yourself at home, enjoy that. I'm going to sign this off, and I'll join you to eat.
Okay, sounds good.